What's happening, TFG Media? What's happening, my sports fans? Guess what? You know who I am. It is Kendrick, the sports guy. And you know what time it is? We are talking Super Bowl 58 is going down in Vegas. Yes, that's right. The Chiefs and the 49ers. The big day is here. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And I got some special guests that's going to join me. But before we do, make sure you come in, like the segment, like the show. Make sure you subscribe to the channels. That is TFG Sports Media and Kendrick Sports Hustle, both on YouTube. And make sure you follow them on Facebook. Again, that's TFG Sports Media and Kendrick Sports Hustle. And you can follow me on Instagram at KDrick1969 and on TikTok, Kendrick Henderson 51. And by the way, I am live on TikTok as well. So if you see me doing my head like I'm watching a tennis match, I got TikTok live right here on my phone, and I got you guys live here on my laptop. And we're going to talk a little bit about this Super Bowl 58 before we get started. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on one of my guests, Mr. Lee Black. What's going on, good brother?
What's up, partner? How you doing?
Hey, man, it is on and popping, and we ready for this Super Bowl 58 to get going. I know it's on and popping on your end. What you got brewing over there?
Partner got me some Crown and Coke, so it's already popping off. I'm glad to be on with the hardest working man in the business, Mr. Kendrick.
I appreciate that. By the way, Lee Black, by the way, we're live on TikTok, Lee. My man Lee Black is on with me. If you switch over to YouTube, you can catch us all on screen. That is, he has a show that he does, Real Talk for Real Men, on YouTube, as well as he's part of the bigger network, TFG, which I'm a part of, TFG Sports Media, Kendrick Sports Hustle, Real Talk for Real Men, TFG Ratchet, and TFG Tonight with another host, Brenton Haynes, that's going to join us shortly. But until the end, it's just going to be me and Lee Black. We ain't going to get started till our good brother come back in. I think he had to go take care of some business. So all those on TikTok, appreciate you, Drea, for joining. Asia 766 for joining. Oh man, there's so many people over here on TikTok.
I love it.
So I'm kind of doing my tennis thing, brother. So so we're getting ready. I don't want to get started yet to Brent to get here. Okay. So we're gonna just kind of chop it up. Super Bowl 58, man. All the hype, all the glamour and glitz from Vegas the whole week. It's time to get it on. It's time to get popping on the field. What's your thoughts on this whole week of leading up to the Super Bowl?
Honestly, I'm glad it's here, in one sense, but then I'm a little sad because after today, we don't have any more football. But you know what? The anticipation, like you said, is over, and the best two teams are standing. Let's get it on.
Yeah, let's get it on. And speaking of that, I want to give one note. We do know that Kadarius Toney, wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, he has been scratched. And he's not hurt. It's a healthy scratch. He will not play today. I don't know if you guys caught this about a week ago. Kadarius Toney kind of went off on social media saying on the Chiefs and Andy Reid saying that they scratched him for no reason. Right. It wasn't a health issue. And now it came out that he is not playing today. Wow. And so there's a little bit of drama maybe in Kansas City, but Kadarius Toney just part of the wide receiver core, so we'll see. My good brother Brenton Haynes has joined us. If you don't know who Brenton Haynes is, he is the host of TFG Tonight on the TFG Network, as you can see behind him. On TikTok, you can't see that, but if you come over to TFG Sports Media, you can see my guy. So we are a part of his show as well, myself and Lee Black, and we have a beautiful lady that's part of it, Devin Devine, but she's not with us. She's not big into sports unless it's Dallas Cowboys. And I posted something about the Dallas Cowboys, by the way. Emmitt Smith went off on the Cowboys. I saw. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that. This ain't about the Cowboys. This is about the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. But Brent, what's going on, brother? Holler at me.
Man, hey, people, sports people, listen, I know it's a lot of y'all out here watching Kenny because that's just who he is. But, you know what I'm saying? We just here to give our brother some support and talk about these 49ers and these Chiefs. And I just want it to be a good game. That's all I'm looking for. I just want to I don't want to be no blowout. I really don't want no field goals either. I want to see a good shootout. And, I know we finna get into it. So, yeah, I got some hot sports talks.
Okay.
Hot sports opinions.
Hot sports takes. All right.
Yeah, takes that.
I know that's right. It's some hot sports takes. Let's rock. I just was telling Brother Lee that Kadarius Toney, a wide receiver, one of I don't know if you can call him a weapon because
he got some
he hasn't had many weapons, but he's not playing today. As well as Jerick McKinnon, a running back for the Chiefs, looks like he is out today as well. So I want to get you guys' takes on the Chiefs side. What do you expect from the Chiefs offensively? We start with you, Brendan. What are you looking for them to do?
What I'm looking for is I'm going to see if, number one, Patrick Mahomes is going to dethrone Tom Brady. This is probably the best argument that we'll ever have if he beat 49ers. Like this is almost like that game where Tom beat the Atlanta Falcons that year.
Right. Second half, made that second half comeback.
That solidified it for me. I was like, he's the greatest. But if Patrick does it today, that thing didn't last that long because this boy has probably his worst team he's had since he's been playing.
Right.
And now you mean to tell me he got less weapons? I don't think listen, and again, we're talking even the Chief defense. Like that's the thing about the Patriots. They always had a great defense. I don't think the Chiefs defense can. I don't think they're gonna win it for him. But Patrick putting them on his back today. That's the only. But
this, and speaking of that, this is the best defense that Mahomes has had. This defense was ranked number 2 in the league.
Was it?
In the playoffs, this has been the best defense he's had. Lee, what is your thoughts on the Chiefs? What you think they're gonna do? Make sure you guys come in, like, comment, say something, give me your score, who you think gonna win. Lee, what you think? What's your thoughts on the Chiefs?
And so I'll start there. The defense has carried the team all year for me, and so I'm not quite ready for him to dethrone my boy TB12. In case y'all don't know, I'm a live and die with TB12. That's my dude. That's the GOAT right there. And seriously, even should he win today, I still can't elevate him over Tom Brady just yet. Would it be remarkable? Absolutely. But I'm looking at a couple of things where I just can't give it to him right now. Number one, the defense has carried him all year. There's been so many other factors that has led to him being in this place today. You need a little bit of luck, some things to fall your way. And I'm looking at the competition. The reality is, I feel like San Francisco 49ers are playing with house money. Look, it would be the greatest story that you can make up. They literally would make a movie if Brock Purdy wins this game from where he was picked and selected, and he beats the great
Mr. Irrelevant
Patrick Mahomes, Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah, man.
Right.
So in that sense, they're gonna make a movie about this. Having said that, it's remarkable if Mahomes wins and he gets closer. But to me, this is still the LeBron James, Michael Jordan argument that he's on his way. He's in the room, but he ain't there yet for me.
Black. He ain't there yet. Okay, go ahead, Brent.
Hey, Black, if they're going to make a movie about Brock Purdy, they already did. They just going to say Rudy Part 2.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Right.
He looked like Rudy Rudiger.
He really does. That's a good one. Speaking of Mahomes, let's stay there, man, because he's the youngest quarterback to start in 4 Super Bowls. I think Mahomes is like 27, 28. He's been to 4 Super Bowls in 5 years, man.
5 years, man.
And he's won 2 of them. He's won 2 Super Bowl MVPs, and the list goes on and on. But I still think he's still got to get at least 2 more Super Bowls before we say that he's in the break. He's made that step far as overtaking Brady. Because he's still got to catch Joe Montana, in my opinion.
Me too. Me too.
So I like Mahomes. Don't get me wrong. I think he's probably the best quarterback to come along, man, in the last 20-something years. You feel me? So I think if he does it with this team, that definitely is going to solidify as him as like, yo, this dude is probably going to be the GOAT.
Yeah. Right.
No, I for me, bro, when you just said something about how young he is and how many more he needs, I mean, I don't see how they won't restructure his contract. To probably go get, I mean, even with what Tyreek was saying, he was just like, man, I really wish I was playing with y'all. Yeah, I know. Like, this will be the last year you'll probably see Mahomes have this type of team offensively.
I agree.
That won't happen again. And that's what the problem is for the rest of the league. It's like, Y'all should have got him this year.
This was their shot.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
they should have got him
the
this
Ravens.
year. Right.
Somebody tell the Ravens that.
Right.
Yeah. So
They definitely go ahead, Brent. You got it.
No. I'm just saying. So I really feel like his best years are not even behind him yet. He's just getting started. So I mean, even when Tom was starting, I mean, man, what the dude almost 45 now. I'm just saying. So
he's about 4. Yeah, he is 45.
Yeah, and it took a minute for him to start getting those back-to-backs because again, he was coming behind Bledsoe. You know what I'm saying? And then they switched from Parcells to
Belichick.
Belichick, So again, Andy Reid ain't going nowhere. I mean, it's already so. This ain't the LeBron. Not 5, not 6, not 7. No, I think this dude got. I mean, everybody gonna want to come play.
I agree.
With him. Yeah,
but that brings me to a question I'd like to ask, and you don't have to answer it, but this is just an existential question that comes to mind based on what you just said, Brother Brenton.
Mm-hmm.
The way the game has changed, especially over the last 10 years, where now players are playing longer because athletes are taking better care of their body. Shout out to TB12 and his routine. But the game itself, as it's constructed, is played differently. They protect the quarterback a lot more. They're
made it hard on defense.
Absolutely, and so again, I'm going back to the LeBron argument. This is why, for me, I'm a purist. This is why when I think about the game, football and basketball, for example, I agree with you 1,000%. It's set up for Mahomes if he wanted to. This is if he wanted to play the next 10, 15 years. Because the impact is not going to be as great on his body. The league is more aware of PTE and all of the things like that. The equipment is better. The rehab time, technology, all of that stuff is literally set up. And then you mentioned there's no way they're not going to restructure his contract to give him everything he needs to line himself up for the next iteration of the Kansas City Chiefs. With that said, you don't have to answer it. I'll put this out there for the family. Should he get to 5, 6 Super Bowls with everything falling in his favor, is he better than? Would you still consider him the GOAT?
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
Yeah,
it wouldn't even be an argument in my eyes. It wouldn't be an argument. I mean, at that point, go ahead.
For me, if he does it this year, now it turns the corner, and we just waiting to see how much of a GOAT he's going to be. Because again, LeBron James, again, I don't want to take that rabbit hole, but so to the point of what you're saying, he'll begin to turn the corner now. It'll be him and Tom up there, and now we'll see how far apart they're going to get after that for me, because at that point, it's like you got a head coach that's going to be there again for 5 or 6 years, because they're gonna learn now that the formula between Belichick and Brady was the QB. So now that argument is over. Now they're gonna. Tom won without him. So
I don't doubt that, but I think there's a bigger picture behind it for me too. The game changed. I think of Belichick and him and his organization. They didn't change with the game. The formula that the Patriots followed for so long always angered me. That even when they would win Super Bowls, they were not historically a team to pay players because they were system team. And you see the same thing happen with the San Antonio Spurs. To me, they didn't evolve.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Andy though. Andy Reid went to the Super Bowl with what's McNabb. The Eagles. With McNabb. Right? So that's what I'm saying. So that's the difference for me.
But you don't think Andy Reid reinvented himself?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He is that's the type of blueprint you need for that coach. What I'm saying is he's now found himself with a Tom Brady-like quarterback. So he's not going to leave, and he's not. You don't listen. We saw what happened when they left. Again, you saw what Jimmy happened when he left. So if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. But again, that's what Tom did for years. He restructured his contract to get players he needed.
I agree. But even when Tom went to Tampa Bay, he had to change a little bit. Okay, we're not going to go there.
Because we're talking about Tom Brady, and Tom Brady ain't retired. So we got to talk about the 49ers. Let's move to the 49ers. We already know. Let's move to this team, because I said all year that the 49ers was the best team in the league. I said that all year. They hit that speed bump in the middle of the season when they lost 5 in a row. A lot of people's like, it's a little chink in the armor. These they 2 playoff games, they had to come back because they were dead in the water. My Packers should have had them packing. The Lions had them beat, but somehow, some way, this Niners team found a way to win. This team is defensively, they are a strong team defensively, and offensively, they got the weapons. Where do you see these 49ers? What do you think they go? What's their game plan going to be on today? Lee, let's start with you.
So I love everything you said, and we've been hearing a term so much lately about a game manager, and that used to be a dirty term. It's not anymore, And so I think under Kyle Shanahan, that's the game plan. Manage the game. Just don't you lose the game. When we need those special moments for Brock Purdy to do something, he's proven that he has some of that in him. But I think you do rely on your fast defense. They play a fast defense. I think that it's been proven, especially this year of all years. This is the chance we just mentioned that you could hold. The offense is not clicking on all cylinders. So I honestly don't expect it to be a high-scoring game. So if you can just stay close, in my opinion, if you can just stay close and if you can contain Travis Kelce, you got a shot.
All right. There go Lee Black with his. All right, Brenton. What you think? 49ers. What do they got to do to get the victory today?
I think what they got to do is trust the plan that Kyle Shanahan set when he went and got that boy from the Panthers. He knew that's what he needed. Because even if Garoppolo had him when they went, they'd have probably won. But Christian is going to be the difference. I'm going to just be honest with you, because the Chiefs have, although they may be number 2, their weakness has been in the running game, because had Green Bay kept running the ball, they'd have beat them.
True.
They would have,
very true.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. And then all they got is your boy on the right side at the end. What's that?
Bosa.
Name?
You talking about Bosa? I'm talking George. Chiefs defense. Is it Chris? Not Chris Jones. Chris
Anderson.
Jones.
Either Jones or
Chris
Anderson.
Jones. Chris Jones.
He can only play on one side. Yeah. So again, Kyle is very smart, man, and so I think he learned his lessons, and I think he got the right piece. This is what I only say about this moment for them.
Hi, Kit Kat. I'm sorry, I'm talking to TikTok right now.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So
Kit Kat, I love it.
I'm telling you. So this is what I will say. Y'all know that when you take that L, when you hit that concrete don't never lose, right? This is the one thing I'm gonna say about this moment. That boy was picked last for a reason. And and the only way you're gonna find out if that pressure can hold up is you got to put it on him. And I think he has shown that if he get pressure put on him, that it's gonna be a problem. So if they get behind where they can't run the ball, they may not win.
That's what scares me, Brother Brenton, is that you've given Andy Reid 2 weeks to prepare for what you just said.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
and that's
But then again, Brock Purdy, like you say, he's had to play. He hadn't played really well in the first half in both of their playoff games. The second half, he's come back and played a lot better. But again, I agree with you, Brendan. If the 49ers do get behind, I think they cannot win this game on his shoulders, because they can't do it, in my opinion. But I think he has enough weapons. I think Kyle Shanahan, he can call an offensive game. I mean, Kyle Shanahan, that's his forte. And he knows how to call the right formations and get the right, mix it up with Debo and Brandon Ayuk and George Kittle, all those guys. He got the weapons on the offensive side to do it. But Brock Purdy just got to steer the bus, man. He can't be trying to listen to the GPS and go off this other way when the GPS is telling him to keep straight. That's all Brock Purdy has to do. Just drive us to the destination.
I agree.
And they give themselves a shot. So we're not gonna give our picks yet before we get out of here. We are, but we're gonna move to something totally different. We're going to move to something totally different. Make sure you like this show. Make sure you comment. Please. And those in the comments, give me your winner and who you got winning. Matter of fact, on TikTok, do the same over here. I want to know who you got, score, and the winner. All right, let's move on to the halftime show with Usher, as Ludacris says. Not Usher, but Usher. I'm gonna start with Britton first because he got this look on his face. Lord have mercy. What are you gonna watch? First of all, Britton, are you gonna stick around and watch the halftime show, or are you gonna do something else?
I'm gonna do something else. Man, let me tell you something about Usher. I listen. Now he's smart, and I give it to him. And I was waiting on one thing that I felt like this is what this was all about, which was his new album. Mm-hmm. I said, Dad, thank you. I knew it was something going on because the Vegas thing, and now this. Mm-hmm. It's like you had a new album. Okay, I get it, but I've never been. I've never been a fan. I like some of his songs.
Oh wow,
it's cool. I mean, again, I'm a musician. And so I have a different standard. Okay. Like I understand people like who they like, but as a musician, ask any musician, Usher's not on your top 10. Not as a musician, right? Okay. I mean,
now you talking about, but when you say musician, I'm thinking of someone that plays, but I look at him. I'm looking at
entertainer.
Him as an artist,
he's an entertainer.
As an entertainer.
Sure. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. But as a musician, you're listening.
His musicianship doesn't register for you.
Yeah, I want to hear Prince.
I get that.
Right. I want to hear Mike. You know what I'm saying? Because again, that brought the musical art. Right. Again, is he a top 5 great entertainer? I mean, that's like what we were going through the years of who was going to be the next Mike, right? It was a Chris Brown, was it Usher, was it everybody Genuine? Everybody was trying to be. So I'm saying like it's never been that for me. Like there's nothing about him that makes me want to see him, right?
Wow.
And I'll just be honest, you know what I'm saying? That's for the ladies, right? That's what it's for,
right?
Yeah,
and I get that.
I get it.
Yeah, I get it. Lee, you know, we kind of talked about this on your show last night, but again, I still want to get your thoughts on the halftime show. Will you check it out? And what's your expectations?
Definitely watching. And this is the first halftime show I've been excited about in a long time. So for my musical taste, it doesn't run parallel to probably most people. I hated Rihanna's show. I hated the Dr. Dre show. And I said hate. I meant it. I mean it. I hated it.
Oh, wait a minute. You hated the Dre?
I hated it.
Ouch.
He
said Lee Black said he hated the Dre.
I did not enjoy it.
50,
Eminem,
Mary J, Eminem.
I did not enjoy it.
He hated the halftime show. That was last year, right? Last year halftime show.
The year before. Rihanna hated. Didn't. So again,
okay.
I need to know why you gonna like Usher. I need to know why.
Because but see, I am an Usher fan. I happen to be an Usher fan. Now, having said that, I've had a chance to screen this new album, and I was extremely disappointed in the new album. So I rated it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. It only has Charlie like 4 songs on there that I kind of feel 4 to 5 songs. Having said that, I think he's proven himself over time as an artist and as an entertainer. So I respect what he do. He's had enough hits, you know, for me to warrant considering him to be a top 10 entertainer, especially in that lane of R&B. So I'm a fan. I'm interested to see what he's going to do. I live in the A-Town, so I live in Atlanta. I am looking forward to him paying homage to Atlanta. So yeah, I'm excited to see what it's going to do. I just hope he don't come out in roller skates. I think that would be too off-putting for me. And I like that he's still performing grown folks music, his residency. So when I look at the landscape, Brother Brenton and Brother Kendrick out there, what R&B has become, it disheartens me because free R. Kelly. But
I would rather have seen.
You don't know Lee Black is a big R. Kelly fan. Yeah, go ahead.
Favorite artist of all time. Favorite artist of all time. Now we're talking about R. Kelly. They can keep Robert's ass locked up, but R. Kelly is okay. But I'm looking forward to Usher. I am.
I would rather have seen Kelly get up there than him.
But you know, I'm actually this is one I probably will watch because I like Usher. I think, you know, his Confessions album to me is his best body of work. He's put out some good ones, but that Confessions album was dope. So yeah, I want to see what he do. Long as he don't do that My Boo song, I'm good. He can do any. He can do any
Bro.
song. He can do any
Bruh.
song but My Boo. TikTok. I like Usher, but I do not like that My Boo song. I like to know your favorite Usher song and what are you looking forward to. Okay, I'm back, brothers. Go
I
ahead,
mean,
Brent.
he bringing on Justin Bieber. He bringing on Alicia Keys. It's like,
Do we know that for certain?
well, I'm only listen. When I tell you I'm half listening, I'm just telling you what the pictures I'm seeing on the screen.
Okay.
Okay.
They saying Bieber's coming on. They saying Alicia Keys coming on.
Really? So they're gonna do my man. See,
I truly hope not, because I said on my show yesterday, I think it's a big mistake to bring on any artist that has the potential to upstage you. To bring on Luda and what's his name?
Justin
Lil
Jon doesn't upstage him. One of his top stream songs of all time. But you bring on Justin Bieber. Now you're pandering to what you think the crowd wants. This is your moment. You have 15 minutes to showcase and market yourself. And typically, artists, when they do this, their streams go up at least 300%. So that's why he released the album ahead of time. And more people are probably going to like it than I do. But don't bring on Alicia Keys. Don't bring on Justin Bieber. Don't you dare bring on somebody that's going to upstage you. No way.
So I told y'all gonna come here with some hot takes, right? So here's one. Y'all text me if he get on there and he doing some cover songs from Taylor Swift, then I'll watch.
Oh man, come on, bro. You know what? Hey, we about to end this live TikTok. TFG Sports Media. Brent Haynes and lost his damn mind. Just to let y'all know if y'all don't know who Brent is.
I'm just saying, that'll get everybody talking now.
True. And she just showed up with Ice Spice with her. I'm watching TV.
I told y'all she was coming.
And she showed up with Ice Spice. So
he better
go figure.
Oh my goodness. You done totally threw me off because I damn so don't want to see no Taylor Swift. I'm sick of the Swifties. I'm sick of all that. But anyway, I know we got to talk about it. Make sure y'all make sure y'all comment in the comment section who you like, who you got winning the game, who you know, the Usher you waiting on that. Make sure you do that. TikTok, make sure you do that as well. Now let's move to something else. Then we're gonna get to our picks, then we're gonna get out of here. This is something that nobody has been talking about. Super Bowl commercials. Have y'all seen any hype about Super Bowl commercials?
This is what I heard.
Not yet.
Because of the Taylor Swift effect, more commercials geared towards women are coming. That's what I heard because of the audience.
I get that.
The young ladies and the girls. I think Cardi B is doing something, and then there was another one of those Nepo babies that's doing something. I know. I'm sorry. So I think that, but other than that, I mean, you can't be surprised anymore because of the internet. So I don't think we've come to a place like you would literally have to go outside of the box, and then for that, it has to be meaningful to people because people are so divided. Nobody cares anymore unless you align with what their views are. So I don't think unless they're going to show the metaverse now, everybody can get on free or something. I don't think anything is going to be like, wow, to us anymore, in my opinion. I mean, every joke is subjective now. People don't like celebrities. So it's just, I don't think the world is ready, or the world does not have any space for, entertainment anymore, if I'm being honest.
Well, I did see a commercial that I hadn't seen with Shannon Sharp and Martin Lawrence. I don't know if y'all seen that commercial where they were on a golf cart, and Martin Lawrence basically was saying, he picks up the golf cart like he's strong as Shannon Sharp. Anyway, I just happened to glance and saw that one today. So I was like, okay, that's a different one. I hadn't seen that one. But it was all right. But Lee, what you think, man? It's the Super Bowl, because that used to be the biggest hype was about the commercials, and then this year nobody really has even said one peep about a Super Bowl commercials. What's your thoughts on it? You think it's totally changed?
I do think it's totally changing for reasons Brother Brenton highlighted, and this is where I want to invite your audience to watch the TFG Tonight show with Brenton Haynes, because we cover topics like this, and all of us on the panel with Lady D. It made me realize even what you said, Brother Brenton, about where we're at in terms of commercials and how they appeal to a certain demographic. and that makes so much sense. But I think at the same time, because of that, I think it's crippled artistry. I think it's crippled freedom, because you just made me realize why Usher's album, in my opinion, is not as good, because comedians, artists, musically, television, we're so politically correct now that when you go out to create a project now,
Yeah.
you have to think about things that has nothing to do with the music, because you have to consider who's going to be watching it, who it appeals to.
Yes.
You know, and so the Taylor Swift effect is real.
Yes.
And so there are a lot of women I know in my work that are watching the Super Bowl. They could care less about the game. They are tuning in to see Taylor Swift. And so advertisers are going to zero in. I haven't watched any commercials today because I've been cooking. And I don't know what to expect anymore. And if what you're saying is true, Brother Brenton, this is where I implore you to watch my show, because I'm a chauvinist. Just so you know, I'm very much a chauvinist. So I don't want to see a bunch of commercials appealing just to women and the women's point of view. Unless you're talking about Tila, show enough, shake that ass, then I don't want to hear it.
And we're gonna talk about, before we get out of here, I'm gonna let both my brothers kind of talk about their shows and how you can find them. Okay, our last two items before I let y'all go. We're gonna talk about one thing. Let's get to this. There's a connection between the 1998 Denver Broncos and this 49ers team. That 1998 team actually won the Super Bowl. Mike Shanahan was the head coach of that team. Guess what? His son Kyle Shanahan is the head coach of the 49ers. Ed McCaffrey was a wide receiver on that 98 team. Guess what? His son is Christian McCaffrey, who's a running back for this Niners team. Brian Griese was a quarterback on that 98 Super Bowl team. Guess what? Brian Griese is a quarterback's coach for the 49ers this year. Anthony Lynn was a running back on that Denver Broncos 98 Super Bowl team. Guess what? Anthony Lynn is assistant head coach, running back coach for the Niners team this year. So that was a big connection between the Broncos, that team of 98, and then this Niners team. I thought that was a pretty cool.
That is nice.
Can you line them up as a team of destiny?
Right.
You're
it possibly could be.
Oh man.
Hey, so that's the correlation, and I have to give props out to one TFG, Jaquithia Sims. Much love, sister, for giving me that little info, sending me that little nugget. So hopefully she watched the show so you know I shouted her out. All right, Jaquithia, you got to watch the show to know I shouted you out. All right, so we're gonna get down to our picks, and I'm putting every one of our picks in the ticker, and here's the picks from the panel. Myself, I'm going Chiefs 27-21.
Okay.
Good brother Brenton is going 49ers 27-24. And Lee Black is going Chiefs 33-28. I like to know your picks. Put it in a comment like that. TikTok, I want to know your picks. Who you choosing, your score. I like to know that. I'm gonna start with you, Lee. Why are you going with the Chiefs?
I cannot in good conscience go against Patrick Mahomes. Everything you just said is scaring me to death, because they're lining up as the Cinderella story of Team of Destiny. But I'm sorry. This is Las Vegas. That's Patrick Mahomes. And as long as that man is healthy, I cannot in good conscience go against him. But I think the game is going to be closer than expected because of the defense and the strategy. You've had 2 weeks, but I got to go with Mahomes.
All right, Brenton, why you going with the Niners?
Only because it's one injury away. This game is one injury away. And again, I'm coming over my takes, and I care less, but I'm telling you, again, Travis has gotten hurt before. And again, if you pulling on Travis like this to hold it down, because they got to pull on him. They got to pull on him. And all the pressure is on him. All that Taylor Swift stuff is on him. If he get hurt, they ain't winning, because Patrick can't throw and catch the ball.
Gotcha. So you said that's the reason, the Travis Kelce effect, basically.
And I know, and here, because there's an amazing balance here, because you got so many factors on both sides that can go wrong, right? From Purdy just not being locked in today, or whatever, to Patrick being on his, the highest level of his game, and then just throwing these balls in these boys' lap like, sliced bread. I got it. But I'm just saying, like, if you're an athlete, you know that the game comes, and it comes sometimes in these anomalies. And I'm just thinking, if somebody get hurt on the San Francisco team, Debo get hurt, you got other people they can go to. Patrick can't get hurt. Travis can't get hurt.
Very true.
If those two things happens, this game is over. So that's all I'm saying. I'm weighing the sports factor of if things could go wrong. So that's just it,
All right. Hey, and you make some valid points, and so you have some very good bullet points. I'm definitely going with the Chiefs only because of the Patrick Mahomes factor. Every time he's been an underdog, he's won. He went on the road, he won in Buffalo. He went on the road, he won in Baltimore. He's a 2.5-point underdog. So I'm just going with the Patrick Mahomes effect. I'm just saying.
But Kenny, let's be honest. Pat didn't. Those boys lost those games. Patrick
no, don't say that. No, don't say that. Don't say that. You can't say that.
Buffalo lost that game because of bonehead plays.
But that ain't got nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes.
But Pat still played well.
Okay, so let's take this one. I know. I'm sorry. Can I take this? Can we go here?
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Remember him throwing. Remember the dude that's out there, Tony, whatever. He lined off.
Kadarius Toney.
He lined offside.
Well,
what I'm saying is that I play sports. Stuff gonna go wrong, and so I just think he can't overcome all that goings wrongs.
Okay.
I feel you.
Let me throw this at you, brother Brenton.
Right,
Mahomes has never lost when he's been an underdog. He's already in his playoffs thrown for 528 yards, 5 TDs, 0 interceptions. He hasn't made bad plays.
You're right.
I don't see that happen. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening today.
But what you say is true. What you say is true.
But you're right. It ain't sometimes. This is one thing I always say. Sometimes the best team don't necessarily win in the Super Bowl. It's just the team that's the best that day. So again, anything can happen. But that's why I'm going with the Chiefs. Really?
Well, y'all know we're gonna be talking tonight.
Now that's a different question. If you asking who I want to win, I want the 49ers to win. I'm picking the Chiefs, but I want the 49ers to win.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want Patrick to win. I just my analytical brain just won't. Something gonna go wrong. Something gonna go wrong. It's too much pressure out here.
And then I got to give a shout out to East Texas and Texas in general, because obviously the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes from straight out of White House, Texas, right out of Tyler. We got another young man for the Chiefs, B.J. Thompson. He's a defensive end. He played at Stephen F. Austin. That's in the oldest town in Texas, Nacogdoches, Texas. By the way, the birthplace of my late mother, by the way. So we got those two East Texas connections. And on San Francisco side, we got left tackle Trent Williams, who is straight out of Longview, Texas. Longview Logo. That's, if y'all want to know where that is, Longview, Tyler, Nacogdoches is roughly 3 hours east of Dallas, just to give you some point of destination. And then Tayshawn Gibson Sr. is straight out of Dallas, South Oak Cliff. So we got some Texans in this game. So again, I don't have a dog in the fight like Lee and Brent say, because my Packers aren't there. And but if I've got to roll with somebody, I could. It really don't matter as long as somebody from Texas win. And obviously, somebody from Texas is gonna be a Super Bowl champion. Either way it goes. So that's how we look at it. So before we get out of here, my good brothers Brent Haynes, my good brother Lee Black, I want to thank everybody for dropping in and checking us out. TikTok. Appreciate you. Make sure you still put that in the comments. I want to know who you're picking, score, and all that, as well as on TFG Sports Media. Make sure you like this, put all that in there. I'm going to start with Brent. Tell the people how they can find you, where your show is, and all that good stuff, and what you talk about.
Listen, you can find us every Mondays, unless Devin is out of town. One of us has got something going on. Monday nights, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Man, if it's something to talk about, we talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Now we don't dibble and dabble in that drama as far as all that women's drama and all that kind of stuff. No,
This comedians beef that we got going, comedian beefs.
Yeah. So we don't get into housewife stuff. We don't get into all that. But listen, we make serious things funny, and we make them entertaining. But we also will educate you. And so if that's what you like to do, then come see us, please.
Make sure you come see us, TFG Tonight on YouTube. Come see us. Check it out. Subscribe, man. Come check us out. Again, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Mondays. Also follow TFG Tonight on YouTube as well. My good brother Lee Black, tell them where they can find you in your shows.
Definitely. And I just want to add TFG. I think he's being modest. We're better than the Breakfast Club. We don't have the eyeballs, but in I'm being so serious here. I'm not even being funny. It's not being braggadocious. We cover religion, sports, politics, current events, you name it. But again, you're going to get educated, everything. So it's being modest. We are the Breakfast Club with better personalities, more educated, more highbrow, in my opinion. Having said that,
Yes.
Now you can find Real Talk for Real Men every Wednesday and Saturday live. Wednesday nights we air at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturdays are 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So on my show, we talk about relationship-oriented topics. Typically, it's a heavier topic on Wednesday, and we don't hold back. It's a raw, real conversation. It's an adult conversation, so you cannot be delicate with your ears. But we have one simple rule: we all agree to disagree without being disagreeable. As we say, you won't ever see that art. It doesn't go there. And on Saturdays, we tend to have a little bit more lighter fun. We do music, comedy. We talk about sports, everything. We kind of cover it. And again, it all kind of tends back to how it relates to relationships. At the end of the day, I love the hoes.
and that was my good brother
Literally.
Lee Black, and you really need to check him out. Make sure you subscribe to TFG Ratchet and Real Talk for Real Men on YouTube, and follow him on Facebook as well. All right, guys, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all coming and join your brother. We had a great time. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the game. And to all those that watched, we want to say thank you. We're gonna try to do this more often. TikTok, I'm coming.
Definitely.
I'm coming for you, TikTok. I'm gonna let
Yes,
you know.
sir.
We coming for you. And
Yes,
y'all come
sir.
on and subscribe to TFG Sports Media on YouTube, man. We almost there. We just need to get the watch hours up. Almost there. Kendrick Sports Hustle. Do it all.
Yes.
I give it to you straight with no chasing. So again, brothers, y'all enjoy the Super Bowl. Again, we're gonna be texting to see what you think about it. And
You know I'm
we're
talking
gonna
to
see
you.
who I know we're gonna be talking to each other, man. So I'm glad y'all joined me. My good brothers, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Everybody, thanks for watching. You watch later. Make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We are out. Peace.
Yes, sir. Love you, brothers.
Same.
All right. Love you guys. We out.
All right.